When I first started my watercolor journey, these were my favorite things to paint, just some loose wildflowers in watercolor. They are very easy and I will show you how I did it. But first I wanted to show you a little bit of what it's not even a sketchbook, but kind of like what my sketchbook looks like. It's just full of just experiments, doodles. It's not like a regular sketchbook. This is where I like experiment, try different materials and just doodle all over it. So I am going to use this little sketchbook to show you that you don't need to have any fancy paper or any fancy materials. We're gonna go ahead and just use the typical paints that I usually use and some brushes. It can be any round brush and a detail brush if you would like. But my favorite brush of all time, it is a filbert brush or a cow's tongue brush. I think that's what it is also called. I typically use a natural fibers. These are by Holbein. I don't think we can find them in the US, but I will try to find a link in the description below, or you can check out my Amazon storefront for all my favorite materials. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and have all my paints ready and watery. It's just clean water, and I'm just diluting the paints with a ton of water so I have them ready for when I need to paint. Now before I start with the final painting, I wanted to practice or show you how the brush strokes I'm going to be using, what I'm going to be doing in the final painting. So I am using the shape of the brush to help me with the shape of my flower. So I'm using the flat front part of the brush to create the main petals, and then the side of the brush to create the side petals. So I typically do about 2 or 3 petals per flower. Now for the second type of flower, I am using still the same brush, which is the filbert brush, and I am using the front of the brush to create a wiggly kind of oval, and with the side of the brush I am just doing the side petals basically, and I am going to use a pink opera color to make it really fun and pop. Now moving on to our final painting, I am doing the same brush strokes I told you guys before, which is the front of the brush, making the main flower shape, and then the side of the brush to make the little side petals. So I'm just doing a little bit of a doodle basically with my brush, and only at this point using cadmium yellow. And then with a smaller brush, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of cadmium red orange to the bottom of the flowers to add a little bit of a nice contrast. Now, using a little bit of cadmium yellow and indigo, I created a little bit of a green, a deep green basically, for all my stems and my leaves. And this will be just the first wildflowers. Now moving on to the second set of wildflowers. These are more like poppies or roses maybe. It's just an abstract loose flower. So again, I am using the front of the brush to create the little ovals, and I am using the side of the brush to create the little side petals. Now I'm using a little bit of cadmium red orange for the center of the flowers, again to create a little bit of contrast and to recognize where the center of the flower is. Now with the same mixture of green and maybe adding a little bit more of a indigo too, because indigo looks really good with pink, I wanted to add a little bit more of an indigo look to my stems. So I'm just like dragging the stems all the way down and put this little bouquet of flowers on a vase. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial. This is the end of it, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions about the techniques or the materials. I try to help as much as I possibly can. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you learned anything from this video. See you guys on the next one.